Tom Cruise. The man who doesn't just break box office records, he breaks the laws of physics, gravity, and Hollywood's paycheck system. From dancing in his underwear in Risky Business to dangling off a biplane in Mission Impossible 8, he's built a fortune that'll leave you speechless. But here's the question burning up the internet. How much did he really pocket for Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, the 2025 blockbuster everyone's hyped for? Spoiler alert, it's absolutely wild. Today, we're diving deep into Cruise's craziest paydays, ranking his cash grabs from the 80s to now, and zooming in on every single Mission Impossible movie, yes, all 8 of them, to uncover how he turned stunts into millions. Could he have topped his $100 million Top Gun haul this time? Stick around to find out. Hit that subscribe button if you love movie secrets, smash the like, and let's kick this mission into high gear. Drop a comment if you think Cruise is worth every single penny. Let's start at the beginning, way back in 1983. Tom Cruise is a 21-year-old kid with big dreams and a bigger smile. His breakout? Risky Business. That iconic movie where he slides across the floor in a shirt and socks, charming every teen in America. His paycheck for that? A modest $75,000. Not exactly movie star money, but pretty sweet for a newbie. Risky Business rakes in $63 million worldwide, and Hollywood sits up. Studios see dollar signs, and Cruise sees his ticket to the big leagues. Fast forward to 1986, and Top Gun jets into superstardom. He's Maverick, the cocky pilot who owns the skies and every poster on your wall. His salary? A cool $2 million, 30 times more than Risky Business. At just 24, he's a global name, and he's already thinking bigger than a flat paycheck. But here's where Cruise gets clever. He doesn't just act, he negotiates like a shark. For 1988's Rain Man, he scores $3 million plus a cut of the profits. That movie, with Dustin Hoffman stealing scenes, pulls in $354 million and an Oscar. Cruise's bonus? Nobody's saying exactly, but it's safe to bet he wasn't buying cheap coffee afterward. By 1992, he's yelling, "You can't handle the truth.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!"
In A Few Good Men and demanding $12 million upfront. That's serious cash for the 90s. Most stars were lucky to see half that. Days of Thunder in 1990, $9 million. Far and Away with Nicole Kidman? Another $12 million. Cruise isn't just climbing the ladder, he's building his own. And he's about to hit the jackpot with a little franchise called Mission Impossible. It's 1996, and Mission Impossible explodes onto screens. Cruise isn't just Ethan Hunt, the spy who makes jumping off cliffs look easy. He's a producer, picking scripts, directors, and calling every shot. His deal for that first mission? A jaw-dropping $70 million. Yes, you heard that right, $70 million. That's not just a salary, it's a massive slice of ticket sales, merchandise, and even those old-school VHS tapes. The movie grosses $457 million worldwide, and Cruise is laughing all the way to the bank. Most actors would retire on that kind of money, but Cruise? He's just warming up. Mission Impossible set the tone for a franchise that's now a Hollywood legend, and every sequel pushed his paychecks to new heights. Let's break down Mission Impossible 2. It's 2000 and Cruise is scaling cliffs and fighting on motorcycles like it's no big deal. The budget's bigger, the stunts are crazier, and so is his paycheck. Reports say he walked away with $100 million, potentially the biggest haul of his career at the time. How? A $20 million base salary plus 12 to 15% of the box office gross. The movie makes $546 million globally, the highest grossing film of that year. Do the math, Cruise's cut is astronomical. He's not just a star anymore. He's a one-man industry. Did he buy a private island with that cash? Maybe not, but he could have. By 2006, Mission Impossible 3 rolls out. This one's got J.J. Abrams directing and Philip Seymour Hoffman as a chilling villain. Cruise's deal? Around $75 million total. His base pay is reported at $20 million, but as always, he's got that sweet profit share. The movie pulls in $397 million, not as huge as the second, but still a win. Cruise is doing more than acting. He's training for stunts that'd make most people faint, like that Shanghai skyscraper chase. His paycheck reflects the risk, and Hollywood's happy to pay for Ethan Hunt's magic. Fast forward to 2011, and Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol hits theaters. This is the one where Cruise climbs the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, with nothing but some sticky gloves. Spoiler, they fail halfway up. His salary for that insanity? Another $70 million, give or take. He takes $12 to $15 million up front, plus his usual box office cut. Ghost Protocol grosses $694 million, making it the biggest mission yet. Cruise's gamble pays off, and he's proving he's worth every penny. Fun fact, he did that Burj stunt himself, no CGI. At this point, his bank account probably has its own zip code. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation comes in 2015, and it's a game-changer. Cruise is hanging off a plane as it takes off because why not? His base salary's around $25 million, but with bonuses, estimates put his total at $70 to $80 million. The movie makes $682 million worldwide, and critics call it the best mission yet. Cruise is 53, doing stunts that'd scare a 20-year-old, and still cashing massive checks. He's not slowing down, he's rewriting what it means to be an action star. Then there's Mission Impossible Fallout in 2018. This one's got Henry Cavill's mustache-stealing headlines and Cruise breaking his ankle mid-stunt. He keeps filming, because that's just who he is. His upfront pay? About $28 million. Add in profit shares, and he's looking at $80 to $90 million total. Fallout grosses $791 million, another franchise high. That ankle injury? Worth it, apparently. Cruise is producing, acting, and risking his life, and the paychecks keep climbing. The Mission series alone has grossed $3.8 billion by this point, and Cruise owns a chunk of every dollar. Okay, let's pause the Mission train for a second and talk about another monster payday, Top Gun Maverick in 2022. Cruise brings Maverick back after 36 years, and it's a global phenomenon. His base salary's only $13 million. Sounds low, right? Nope. He negotiates 10% of the box office gross. Maverick makes $1.5 billion with a B. His total haul? Over $100 million, one of the biggest paychecks in movie history. That's the kind of money that buys you a fleet of jets, not just one. Maverick saves theaters during a rough patch, and Cruise proves he's still king. But it's not just about the cash, he's setting the stage for his next mission. Now, let's talk Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. It's 2023, and Cruise is jumping off cliffs on a motorcycle like it's a Tuesday. His upfront pay's reported at $12 to $14 million, lower than Fallout. But don't be fooled. He's got his profit share, as always. The movie pulls in $570 million globally, which sounds great, but there's a catch. The budget balloons to $290 million thanks to COVID delays and insane stunts. Still, estimates say Cruise walks away with $50 to $70 million total. Not his best mission haul, but let's be real, most stars would kill for half that. Dead Reckoning's train crash and that cliff jump have fans hyped for what's next, and Cruise is already planning his biggest swing yet. And that brings us to 2025. Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, hitting theaters May 23rd. This could be Ethan Hunt's last ride, and Cruise is going all out. The trailer shows him dangling from a biplane, diving into a submarine, fighting on a gondola in Venice. It's peak Cruise chaos, and the world's watching. So, what's his paycheck? Exact numbers are locked tighter than a CIA vault. Hollywood loves playing coy. But let's piece it together. Dead Reckoning paid $12 to $14 million up front. So for Final Reckoning, we're guessing $15 to $20 million base pay. It's a bigger film, bigger stakes, and Cruise knows his worth. But the real money's in the profits, his usual 10 to 15% cut of the box office. The budget's a massive $400 million, so Paramount's banking on a hit. If Final Reckoning matches Fallout's $800 million, Cruise could pocket $50 to $80 million total. If it goes nuts like Maverick and hits $1.5 billion, we're talking $100 million, maybe even $120 million. And get this, insiders say his deal includes streaming and digital sales, so even if theaters dip, he's covered. The Cannes Film Festival is calling it 2025's must-see premiere, with Cruise hyping it himself. He's not just cashing checks, he's rewriting the stunt and profit playbook one last time. But let's zoom out for a second. Why do Cruise's paydays keep climbing? It's not just the stunts, though. Come on, who else dives into a submarine at 62? He's a producer who controls every detail, from scripts to marketing. He bets on himself, and it pays off. Mission Impossible has been running for 29 years, 8 movies, billions in revenue, and Cruise is the heart of it all. Let's recap those Mission paydays one more time, because they're wild. Mission Impossible in 1996, $70 million. Mission Impossible 2 in 2000, $100 million. Mission Impossible 3 in 2006, $75 million. Ghost Protocol in 2011, $70 million. Rogue Nation in 2015, $70-80 million. Fallout in 2018, $80-90 million. Dead Reckoning in 2023, $50-70 million. And Final Reckoning in 2025? Anywhere from $50 to $120 million, depending on how it performs. That's a career total of over $600 million just for missions, and we're not even counting Top Gun or his dramas. So what makes Cruise's mission money so special? It's the risk. He doesn't use stunt doubles. Every jump, crash, and dive is him. For Final Reckoning, he reportedly trained for a year to hold his breath for that underwater sequence. A year. Most actors would fake it with CGI, but not Cruise. He's also fighting for theaters, pushing for big screen releases over streaming. Maverick proved he can bring audiences back, and Final Reckoning's $400 million budget shows Paramount trusts him to do it again. Will it pay off? If history's any clue, Cruise is about to cash another monster check. Let's talk legacy for a minute. Cruise's paydays aren't just about numbers, they're about power. Back in the 90s, he saw where Hollywood was going and locked in profit shares before it was cool. Today, most stars get flat salaries, $20 million if they're lucky. Cruise? He's playing chess while they're playing checkers. Mission Impossible 2's $100 million haul was unheard of in 2000. Even now, only a few, like Robert Downey Jr. with Marvel, come close. Speaking of Downey, his $75 million for Avengers Endgame is peanuts compared to Cruise's Maverick money. Cruise doesn't just earn, he dominates. What's next for him? Final Reckoning could be the end of Ethan Hunt, but don't bet on Cruise retiring. There's talk of a space movie with Elon Musk, maybe even a Top Gun 3. Whatever he does, you know the paycheck's gonna be obscene. And here's a crazy thought. Could he break $150 million for a single film someday? If anyone can, it's the guy who climbed the Burj Khalifa for fun. Alright, let's wrap this up. From $75,000 in risky business to potentially $120 million for Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, Tom Cruise has turned stunts into an empire. He's not just Hollywood's biggest action star, he's a businessman who risks it all and wins. Will Final Reckoning be his richest mission yet? We'll know when it storms theaters on May 23, 2025. What's your favorite Cruise moment? Top Gun, Mission, or something else? And do you think he's worth those millions? Drop it in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more Hollywood deep dives. We've got Robert Downey Jr.'s Marvel Millions coming up next, and trust me, those numbers are gonna shock you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next mission.